Instagram boasts more than 300 million active users every day, and kids as young as 7 are getting their first exposure to social media on that popular app.
That means there are always new parents being schooled in the digital world right alongside their kids. Sheila Gray shows us how a middle school science project opened a lot of parents' eyes. That's in tonight's Practicing Parent Report.
You can post your pictures on a photo map like this here.
13-year-old Emma Lemkel has done her homework on Instagram.
And you can look at all the pictures and where they are.
Emma researched geolocation for her school science project, spending the better part of a day posting pictures on Instagram from locations across 3 counties. She was testing the accuracy of Instagram's mapping feature and found it so accurate.
If a stranger really wanted to follow you, they could see where your house is very accurately.
Cybersecurity expert Nick Ritter helped Emma with her project.
So the interesting thing about that was her reaction to it.
Nick helps companies identify their online vulnerability. He says a lot of families don't realize their vulnerability from their digital connections.
There's kind of a breadcrumbs, right, of where you go on a daily basis or where you live.
I felt like a lot of kids should be more protective of what they post and how they do it on Instagram.
Emma admits most of her friends are not. One reason? Kids love to have a lot of followers.
Here's one of my friends. She has 832 followers.
Wow. Yeah.
And she has her last name on there.
Emma's science project also led to a big discovery about parents. A lot of them didn't know anything about Instagram, even though their kids were using it.
I was really surprised about that.
And surprised that she was answering their questions at her school science fair. Her tips for parents? Don't let kids use their full names in their profiles, and check their privacy settings.
Make sure it's private and make sure the photo map is off.
And Nick Ritter says parents need to do their research like Emma did. Know what apps their kids are using and make them start slowly.
You don't just, when your kid turns 16, hand them keys to a brand new car and say, be home by dinner. It's a gradual process.
Emma wasn't happy to be one of the last kids in her grade to get a smartphone. Her science project, though, helped her understand why.
As if it wasn't already hard enough to be a parent.
It'll never end.
It will never end. A final check of the forecast after this. Now I got to look at what you're clicking.